on, we can guess.
Yes, black is almost more than twice the points. It's 1943. So more than double the points. Okay. And black also got a nice pin here. If you see the bishop from c5 is pinning the king on g1, the pawn is weak, as you mentioned earlier, and it can get dangerous. Almost more than twice. 1943.
I guess now black is trying to bring all his power to put pressure on that isolated e3 pawn. First trying with the bishop on c5, and once the white dodged it, now he's planning with queen e7, maybe rook e8 behind the queen. Well, black should have a little plan of developing his white bishop, which is actually, among all compared to others, that's the one who is not doing much. And white should also plan to develop his rook.
Yeah, as suggested, the e3 pawn has become a target for white. All right. Maybe we can go to the next game and come back and see here what's happening. Is white able to defend here? White is seeming to be tenacious in the defense right now. Okay, so we have another switch to the game, which is between Arav Chauhan and uh, Tansan P. Tansan P. It's 1744 rated player. Okay, he's currently attacking the black pieces. Okay, and he's okay. So low rated player has a big advantage against the player, and so looking at the position, as you said, counting the minor pieces, white is clearly a knight up. Okay, but white is threatening a checkmate on the g2 square.
Well, white
What do you
is
think?
having a threat, but I think looking at the position, honest review, we can expect, like upset in this game. Maybe the higher rated player may go down. It's like
But
clearly
but if
suggested.
you see, but if you see the time there, time is
Yes, sir.
also an important factor.
Times
White
are
only
very,
has 2.5 minutes. Okay, he plays h3 and it's a checkmate on the g2 square.
as we were just expecting.
This
Here,
this surprise elements are expected in kids game. All right, so kids, you have to be careful. Time management is one of the key. Meanwhile, while you're playing rapid, what we would suggest to you to is have, let's say, 30-second gap is good enough, as well as when you're going under below 5 minutes or 3 minutes, I would suggest a 10-second gap than the opponent, so
that's
that
correct.
helps. Yeah, and also it's sometimes it's not always okay, we encourage to play slow and try to find the best moves. That's the best way. All right, even if you lose, it doesn't matter if you're playing good chess initially, but sometimes you have to be practical, and sometimes what you have to do is just not find the best move but play a good move on the board. Be practical. All right, let's jump back to the old game, or let's go to a new game here. Let's see what's happening. All right. Okay, so we have another interesting position. Okay, this one is also an interesting position. And here, the higher rated player has a good advantage. And let's see, 979 and playing against a 641 black. All right. And queens are on the board, as we saw. Advantage doesn't matter if still queens are on the board, there's some kind of attacking chances. The position is complicated. In a kid's game, anything can happen, depends upon the time pressure also. All right. But white here, you see, white has everything under control. White has an extra piece, white has a little bit of time advantage. Okay. What do you think? What should black do in such positions, Bhaskar sir?
Yeah, sir, like in this position, what I can see right now, if we see the last move of the white, he has just bought his rook from b1 to f1. Maybe white got distracted when the black played the pawn h6 move. White was having a good advantage of controlling the two open files, only two open files I will mention, the A file and B file. His queen and rook were controlling. So now, okay, the game got a little bit quick forward. So yeah, so it actually already the black is having one less minor piece, and also black pawn structure is not that much aggressive mode. The white has a good control in the center also, and little bit threats putting getting we can see from the black side, while white is covering it perfectly. White should plan for his white bishop. You can see, like it's an old saying in books, Russian books. You can that whenever a bishop is kept behind the pawns, it's no more called a bishop, rather it all pawns. So here, white should manage to develop his white bishop. So maybe then he can have the complete clear advantage.
Okay, that's a very nice saying that we learned right now. Okay, and did actually black missed? Okay, no, the knight was okay. Did black miss capturing the bishop? And the white miss capturing the white black bishop in the last move? The rook was on e8, I guess, right?
Yes, I think, sir, the queen came to g5, attacking the white's rook. Then white got back to f2, defending his knight on d2. By the
Right.
time black got to defend his d7 bishop, and now white is coming with knight f3 threat on queen. Well,
All
there is
right.
a little
White.
bit issue right now. White black may try to get a threefold reputation, but yes, rook f1 is the one saving move.
Okay,
Well,
black clearly pushing, trying to find ways to keep a draw, try to hold the position. But white is finding his defense properly. The king is safe, tucked in on the h1 square. Rook is there. Okay, again attacking the bishop now. So now to save the bishop, maybe bishop e2.
we can say now the tall pawn in danger, sir.
All right. Okay, so he plays rook d1. Okay, trying
We are
to yeah, white is just trying to make sure that he protects everything. So black will have to think and find way something. As you can see now, the time difference is 2 minutes. So black clearly has to think for a move. White just has to make sure that everything is safe. He can even bring back the queen, try to exchange the queen or maybe exchange one of the pieces, and just play solid chess and like can force a win here.
Well, I
All
guess right
right.
now white got a sure shot queen exchange, because if white comes with the move of queen c7, putting a threat on rook and bishop together, black will be forced to bring his queen back to b8, and therefore,
And
guess.
as you predicted, black
That's
has to
nice.
go back queen b8
Has
to
to go back.
protect
There is
the
no
piece.
way he can save it. So there, and we know that, sir, like when we have something in extra, let's exchange the common pieces and play with the extra one. That's how it
Yes.
works.
All
This is
right.
white win.
Okay. Can we go back to the game of Seek Mayank versus Blizzard Boy so that we can see what's happening here? We saw the rating difference. The first game, Seek Mayank versus Blizzard Boy 79. Okay, so all right, here black is still attacking. We were seeing that how white was tenacious in the defense. He had the weak pawn. All right, the game earlier, but now okay. But again, black clearly has an advantage. But if you see at the time, all right. We also for the audiences, there are 4 rounds in this tournament. Okay, the time control is 10+2. Okay, so it's not that flagging can play a major important factor here because we have a 2 second increment, but playing on that 2 second time is also very important. Okay,
Here, sir, we
all
can
right.
see, I just want to bring one thing up. You can see just now white made the rook to f3. This is a very
Yeah.
common thing I observe in many kids. Like whenever the opponent time is like opponent is trembling in the mouse to play because of time pressure, even if the other opponent is having enough time, they start playing quickly, which is a very wrongful idea. Now, for that reason, only rook f3 was a blunder. Due to time pressure, even black couldn't take advantage of it. He rather chose to
Bishop
play bishop.
Bishop should have captured the rook on f3.
It was an exchange
Yeah.
up, but still,
But
this is what.
yes.
Okay.
Let's hope Blizzard Boy 79 because he is 1943. I guess he's also enough experience. Like he attacked the queen. I guess his idea was to bring the pawn
That's a wonderful move, sir.
on e2. The bishop supporting the queen has to go back. Black queen will come around on the d1 square, maybe somewhere try to come. Okay, now the black has to be safe. has to move the queen. The queen is under attack by the rook. So
Correct.
black has to be careful here, as only 30 seconds. So this is exciting. Let's just stay. Let's see for a minute what is happening in this game, because I guess okay, he brings clean move, rook e3. If you exchange the rook, queen into e3 comes with a check. So then the black king can't come on the f2 or the f1 square. Both are covered. So then the black king will have to move. Okay, but can is queen no queen f2 is also not a move there, because then you push the pawn to e1, make a queen, and white queen will be pinned. Okay,
Well, here too,
can
we can come up with a good defense of king f2. White can plan
right
king
now
f2
king f2
right
right
now.
away?
Yeah,
Okay,
right now can come to f2. Like it's like a little bit trying to delay the position, because white. One good thing about white is here. Yeah, black is having the pass pawn, which is just one square away from becoming a queen. Thing is, white all pieces are all together at the same defense point. So that's a good point for white, that he has connected all his pieces, and they all are targeting in one job to stop the pawn from becoming another one.
so
So
if
king
I am
f2 can.
white, I wouldn't like to play around these central position, central pawn. I wouldn't mind giving up that e2 pawn also. Like, the point is, I have two passes on the a and the b file. If I am just
Exactly.
able to exchange the queen somehow, I have a bishop on the board, which is like an open position. Bishops are stronger in the open position, so I would, on at this time control, I would just want to play that position. Okay, so he's still trying. I would just okay. I
Okay.
guess bishop.
We said,
No,
as a 1900 point of view, I was thinking black was trying to exchange the queens and came up with the same idea you suggested, like having two connected outside pass pawn, they will do their own job. They don't need any extra
yeah,
support.
yeah.
Queen is
But
the one who can
here
take the
white
top.
made a good decision not to exchange the knights there. Okay, queen f3. Now also white is going under pressure. Okay, queen h1 skewer. Now exchange the queens. All
This
right.
is really,
For the
this
people
is
who are joining us, for some chess terms, skewer, pin, all right, the differences you saw, queen went to h1, the king was there. If a piece of a higher value is in the middle, and the end piece is of a lower value, it's a skewer. In pin, the middle piece is of lower value, the end piece is of higher value. So these are some small differences. All right. Okay. So here black should win. Let's jump to another position, as black has two passed pawns. All right. Okay, 675 made a draw. All right. That was an interesting draw.
okay.
Also,
There was a stalemate.
oh, it's a stalemate. All right. Madhav had to just give up that pawn, go with the king to the other side, and march
Okay.
towards another queen.
Sure thing, sir.
Here, yeah. Okay, Madhav, no worries. Well played. Just try to avoid stalemates going forward. Okay, this is we are coming back. All right, white seek Mayank. Now the timings are reversed. White is low on time. Okay, this is what happens when you play good moves. Like the opponent goes down on time. All right, I guess all of our coaches teaches everyone the same thing. Okay, so round one is over. Round one is over. We had a good turnout. 52 players playing, excellent turnout. Some of the kids. Okay, let's jump to. Okay, round two has started. Let's jump to other people. We haven't seen the games of. Karthik Kola, 1971 rated. Gotham Spassian, 982. Again, a double rating difference. Okay, so we have a Sicilian on the board, sir. What are your thoughts about the Sicilian opening?
Well, I can see right now White is trying to play the close Sicilian. Uh, Maybe. Well, I would like to say something about this Kartikola. What I remember is like a couple of months back, I guess I have taken a class in there, like I was a guest coach in their class, and I've taken the class. This Kartikola, I know this kid very well. He's a really smart kid, sir. I would like to say he's a really smart
So,
kid.
audience, some exclusive insights from our top coaches. Okay,
Yeah.
Karthik Kola is an interesting personality in chess. That's what Bhaskar feels as a coach. And all right, Bhaskar. So it will be interesting to see follow his match as you have interacted with him personally. You know how he thinks, maybe. So let's see. For the opening, both of the kids have played the opening really well, and also they have made sure that they are good on time.
This opening, the Sicilian got just little transferred to. You can expect the French defense. You can somewhat the same structure we also see in French, getting
Yes,
C5 off
and
exchange and then carrying on the way. Now the black would be planning for the knight either to G6 or F5. Well, here comes the blunder part, losing the center pawn. This is one of the most important thing why to take care of. Once the D4 pawn is gone, E5 is very difficult to protect.
yes, D5 is difficult, very difficult to protect. Okay, so bishop G4 looks like a blunder. Okay, H6. All right.
E5 is also going for no reason. It's just, yeah, so that's what happened. Two
All
pawns
right.
straight
As
up.
you mentioned, Karthik Kola, very strong student, one of the very strong players from Premier Chess Academy. All right. And Black enjoys, okay, now both the pieces are attacked, but again, knight c6 is a safe move, protecting the bishop as well as protecting the knight going back.
Yeah, the best thing black can come up with is just exchange the bishop with c3. That will create two isolated pawns for the white. And already black is having the thing, but
No, but in
the
these
bishop.
positions, like as you said, it's kind of transport to the French, right? So in the French, you need that dark square bishop toward till the end, right? Like the dark square bishop tries to attack the all the dark square weaknesses, as you can see, right? He rightly placed the bishop on the diagonal towards the h2 square. Okay.
Correct.
Now even the other knight can the e7 knight can jump to the c6 square. Okay, he captures the bishop. He okay, the queen captures. You can exchange the dark square bishop also right now. Black is the
Like
two central pawns are up, knight f5, and yes. Okay, so Karthik Kola is playing all the moves that I was thinking, so which is excellent. All right. Actually, I'm a very big French defense kind of a fan, so I love to play French defense, and I love all the ideas around it. And Karthik Kola is kind of not exactly played the French defense, but kind of a transposed version. But all the principles that he followed were kind of correct.
if you can see the
So
if we take out the history no sir, you will see all top old grandmasters have started their career with French. Like if you take any
one
random
of the
grandmaster.
person, one of the grandmasters whom I used to follow or who I still like is Harikrishna Pentala. He plays an amazing French defense, and he's one of the top grandmasters from India. So I personally like his games and his approach. All right, is the knight getting trapped here?
Yeah, that's a wrong choice to make the night. And well, so simple thing is if we don't have a way back out and we are exploring a new route, we should have a backup plan. Now even Queen E3 can't save. Queen E3 spot is also controlled by knight on F5. So feels like the
All right.
knight has
So this game seems to be wrapped up. Okay, let's jump to another game. Let's go to a little lower rated games. Let's jump to another games. Some lower rated games. Can we switch to that? Let me just check. All right. Meanwhile, we shift to the lower rated games. Okay, a white is. Let's go a little below. Uh, more below. Let's go below. Let's try out. Let's see some other players also. Let's go all the way down. Yes, let's see Ojis Dwivedi versus Arav Chauhan. Let's see this game. Okay, so it's 555 742. All right. Also, for the people who are just tuning in, it's just that their ratings are low on chess.com. Maybe some kids play more on another websites or another portals, because for like if you have reached here playing the USCF tournament, you are already at a higher level. So most of the kids don't just go on the rating. All right, the kids here are stronger than what the rating actually is shown on screen here. So all right, let's see. Okay. This queens are already off the board. It's an end game. What are your thoughts,
Well,
Bhaskar?
sir, I can see one point both of the players are following. Like we have been said sometime, like if the queens are off the board in the opening only, it's okay not to castle. I can see
I
that
was
both
I
are
was about I was about to ask you,
white
should
is
anyone
attacking.
castle here?
So white is attacking aggressively. Here comes with a little mistake because lost a piece right now. Little bit, attack should have a perfect plan. Only attacking without a perfect plan can be really dangerous. It can backfire actually. Right now, this is what happens. He was in a complete mood to push the pawn to h5 without even thinking of the little pin that happened right now. And he couldn't got the bishop at the same time he wanted. And white
Okay,
got advantage.
more tactics, more tactics. H6. If G captures on H6, the bishop is going to eat up the knight.
It will try to distract. Okay.
All right.
So
So
this type of little bit
no, but B
blunder.
captured on. Okay. All right. This is also fine. The rook needs to be protected, and then white can eat up the rook, which is beside the king. So the bishop can travel all the way, go eat up the rook on d8. The king will eat it up. Now white should. Okay, he eats up the bishop first. Now
Now
black can
actually
protect the
is
rook.
a little bit
Black can even play a
concerned.
move like f6. Yeah.
Rook h8 is now the biggest threat for black. Rook h8. He won't be able to take his king also because of the. At that time, if black would have
But
taken just
what I'm thinking is okay. I guess what I was thinking was black plays f6, stops
yes,
the
sir.
bishop, knight is supported. Then when rook h8 you play, the king just slides to f7.
F7. That's correct, sir. I think the
So
white words because he directly
so
tried to
white
control the.
all right. What white is doing is white is constantly attacking. Okay. This is how maybe like one of the approach which I love about the kids. Kids are fearless. They just try to attack. Also, he's playing on time. Like you see, he's forcing black to think. Black has
Exactly.
only he's thinking on black's time. Black has only 3 minutes. If black had more time, maybe he could have found f6, then king f7. So black would have had some time.
That's
Okay,
really
white
nice.
goes knight to d5, and white is clearly threatening. Have many okay, knight f6. The game is over now.
Come
Looks over.
as like
Okay,
Rook.
he goes long castle. All right. So as you can see, these
That's
bars going
interesting.
up and down. So this is what
This type
happens
of
with the kids
fluctuation
game.
as
Okay,
you can
they
expect in this rating range. This type of fluctuation you can expect.
all right.
You see,
White
knight
gets one of the
check, I
pawns,
guess. No, it's still having a
but
e7 escape. Knight f6, king e7, knight g8, discovered check once again. So I think white will easily get a chance to promote the pawn into a queen.
this is ending. Now he finds knight f6. All right. So okay, this white should be winning. Also upon the time difference, as we can see. Okay. So I guess Ojas Dwivedi will be taking home some good points from Arav Chauhan, some important USCF rating points. For the people who do not know, again repeating, USCF is the United States Chess Federation. It is responsible for the rating points in chess. What are rating points? Okay, so rating points are ELO, right, Bhaskar sir?
Yes,
And ELO, and each country has a different rating system. Also, there's an international organization which is FIDE. It has its own rating system, and rating helps us to define how strong the player is. Okay, let's jump to another game. Sure, let's jump to another game. Okay, this game is over. Tanisha said Tanish Satish Kumar has already won. All right. This is an interesting endgame. Knight versus bishop. Uh, Bhaskar sir, what are your thoughts?
well, in
First,
this situation, yes, sir.
can you explain me about the pawn structure here?
Well, yes, sir. I was about to start with that only. So, first of all, if we see, as I do normally counting the materials, we can see black is having right now 5 pawns versus white having 4 pawns. The good thing, the both are having good points and bad points. The good thing about white is like he has 3 connected pawns, but bad thing is one isolated pawn. Here in the same way, black is having one double pawn and one isolated pawn. And the double pawn is also isolated, which will get the greatest attack. Like knight and the rook will plan to put pressure on that. You can see c5 came, giving a free pawn to the white right now. Well, white will be able to manage the pawns actually, neutralize the pawns.
Right. So now in terms of counting the pawns, it's 4 versus 4.
4 versus 4. And if we can see, sir, like it's a little bit, we can consider it as an open position, not that much closed. So we can expect the black bishop to perform better as compared with the knight. Like we already know that bishops work better in open positions, where the knight do their best in closed positions. But still, black will always be under a threat. Wherever fork will come, it may lose a piece or pawn. So that's a speciality about knight. Like just talking of maybe.
So yeah, as we say, right, as you said, bishops are a little bit better in the open position, and like as per my understanding, this is a far bit of kind of an open position. So how
Correct.
does black try to defend? White try to defend here. Like, what should be white's plan or white's idea to maybe like hold on to that defense?
Yes, correct. That's first of all, here, sir, the white should have a base plan that it's a very basic logic in endgame. If the opponent is having bishop in the endgame, we should try to keep our pieces in the opposite color. Let's say right now, okay, we have the exchange of bishop and knight. My
Pawns
pieces have
got
gone.
exchanged, but yes, I was totally understanding your point. That's why I felt that there was a weakness in the white's camp. As you see, the e3 pawn, the f2 pawn, and g3 pawn. I guess, yeah, you were mentioning that. They were on the dark squares. So all black had to do was try to avoid that exchange of the bishop. And right now, okay, he plays a5, trying to hold on to that corner pawn. Maybe that corner pawn can turn into a passer. So this is a very interesting endgame. Rook endgames are still, people are still figuring out how to play rook and pawn endgames.
There is always
It's an
always a new coming in weekend. You can expect anything new. It will always pop in the rook endgame, sir. And this gives a vibe of draw, but still we are expecting like this range of kids, they can do incredible miracles in the rook parent game. So we can like give a surety
so
that it's gonna, but still.
okay, black has 2.5 minutes extra on the clock, but the steps or like the plans that white has executed till now, exchanging that dark square bishop, uh, finding that rook c1 and exploiting that double pawn weakness. I guess white has a very good quality understanding of that end game, and white is trying to find some good ideas. So let's see if he's able to take that advantage of a higher rating and convert this maybe a draw looking position. And these are kids, these are the best quality of like any type of grandmaster. Like let's say you call it Magnus Carlsen, you call it any other player. They love to grind opponents in the end game. They
Exactly.
play
So
the
the
most
maneuvering capacity
okay.
of the player actually says
With
how good the player is.
could
Well, there's a
black
little.
have captured rook into f2 here? Last move?
Well, white black was losing the a5 pawn. Maybe
F5
black
pawn.
was having a little fear of b5 open pass pawn may create some problems. That's why. Actually, what I see here is black is playing for complete draw. He don't want to win. He don't want to lose. But white is trying hard to bring some situation so that he can convert the game into a winning. So we can expect that. And black is
Some
also having.
interesting end games. I guess they might we might see, no, white is declining the, I guess, I thought king c4, king d4, rook c5, rook d5, they will repeat, but no. All right. So this is a fairly drawish kind of an end game. Let's move on to another game. Round two is looking exciting. Then maybe we can look at the standings also after round two and we'll see how the arena is heating up. Okay. All right. White is trying something here. Okay. It would be exciting. We might come back to this game. Let's jump back. Let's jump to the next game. All right. Let's see.
Well,
Okay. Here, Nathaniel Anup versus Falcon. Black clearly has extra queen. Black should be easily. Yeah, black sums up all the pawn. Just kids, be careful not to do a stalemate here. Everyone, we know how we are sure we have our academy teaches how to do a single queen checkmate. So I guess it should be fairly easy. Single queen checkmates are fun to do. All right, so let's jump to the next game. I think black should be able to win here. Black is Nathaniel, yeah. So he should be able to wrap up this match. We have few games going on. Okay, again coming back to this game. All right, now this one looks tricky again. We thought white was trying to do something, but
Sir,
okay.
like we discussed in the end game, if it is asked who is the most beautiful piece and strongest piece, people have different opinions. But if you compare on basic end game, I'm not saying minor piece, major piece, or queen pawn, rook pawn. In general, the king is the best one. The king is the best beautiful piece in end game, and people always do undermine that. So you can see right in that game. He tried to take the king towards the corner pawn. Maybe he was hoping for a win over there, but black king got into the center. So
All right.
that's
It's
predictable. What can happen?
wise words from Bhaskar. Bhaskar says king is a beautiful piece in the end game, one of the most important. Try to use king as a piece. Go towards the center. Right. That's your that's the advice from Bhaskar. Note it down, Bhaskar. All right. This is also okay. Black is winning here. Black wants to try to exchange the queen. Okay. White should try to avoid exchanging the queens, but is there a way? Is there any hopes for white now? Okay.
Well, honestly speaking, white is the only thing white can do is try to delay the game. If black
Oh,
plays absolutely
he exchanged the queens, which I guess wasn't
happy
a good
makes
idea
plays.
here. All right. Okay. Captures, but simply like black can even play. Okay, he has 2.5 minutes, but if it was less time, yeah, he can just put the rook on d7, capture that pawn, and still win by giving up the
Yeah.
rook for that pawn. But that's not necessary. That's not needed. Also, yeah. So he goes h captures on g5, h captures g5 again, rook g4. You do an
Well,
attack, and that's what's happening.
the second game, I think there is a very much interesting game going on. Somebody is battling in 4 seconds. That Roy
Can we
Din
skip to
Chess.
that? Royden chess. Can we skip to that? Okay, he got timed out. Okay. Can we jump to Royden chess very quickly? Alpha 090. That's an interesting name. Alpha 090. Okay. So Alpha
Oh,
zero
that
ninety. Okay. Royden chess was trying to hold a draw, but Alpha 090 flagged him. And yeah, he had 2 pawns up. He would have been able to. Knight and pawn end games. Again, an interesting take here.
they have their own
But
dream in night and night opponent game. Like as their knights, the most special piece in the chessboard. They jump in their own way. They have their own targets. But still, it's a complete positive for black because two connected pawns, it's difficult to stop. So black was winning anyway.
all right. Okay. Let's jump to another game. Let's see quickly what's happening. And then we'll maybe jump to the standings also. Last couple of games. Okay. Single queen checkmate here. As I mentioned. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Great technique for a single queen checkmate. Okay. So we are seeing this game, I guess. No. Okay. Yeah. Black has 2.5 minutes, and black should be able to convert this game very easily. Let's see. All right. So here, I guess Wind Boy is taking this match home. Should he has 2 minutes, enough time on the clock. He's just thinking what exactly to do. He can come back, as I said. Yeah, he's going to attack the bishop now. He has his own passer, and should be an easy win.
Yeah,
He can
this is
also
a
come
easy.
back with the rook, capture the pawn, exchange the bishop, and just make a queen. That's the most easy path, I guess.
Actually, now Windboy is having more hope on A3 rather than the rook. He can trade his rook
Now,
for the pawn.
But then, like if he pushes a2 and bishop captures on a2 and then king captures, he should exactly know the technique of checkmating the opponent. That's why I guess the easiest way to do this is rook b7, capture the pawn on f7 with the rook.
Well, actually, here there was a good chance to win the game, sir. Like he could have pinned the bishop, forcing the bishop to be captured with his rook, and then an easy win through the a3 pawn. But
All right.
still, I
Now
think
again,
Black will be able to manage
this
this.
is the last game for the audience. This is the last game of the round. So henceforth, we are on this game altogether. But it's interesting. Let's see the kids understanding how they try to win this game. Should be winning for black. All right. White is just trying to find a way. Uh, let's hope black doesn't make any mistake. White's last hope in the game is for black to commit a mistake. Okay, so he's attacking the rook again. F All right. He checks the king.
What I feel is like maybe Black is trying to avoid to get into rook, single rook checkmate pattern.
Single rook checkmate pattern, yes.
That's why
Because
he's
then
not. Okay,
he
now the
has
blunder
to
happened.
play again 20-30 moves. So he doesn't maybe now the blunder happened, yes. He wins the rook. Okay, queen. Now he'll make another queen and then go for a queen and a rook checkmate.
That will just take the simple ladder checkmate pattern and it will just
Yes.
give the perfect result.
Yes.
That started.
Checkmate coming soon. Simple chess. Ladder checkmate. That's a good idea. Okay, he goes for king h4. Tries for some. Okay.
That's nice.
All right. Well done, win boy. Good game. Okay, so let's quickly jump to the standings right now. Okay, as mentioned, Karthik Kola, you said he's an interesting kid. Alpha Zero's interesting name. Wind Boy, as we saw the game that won. A lot of people on 10 people on 2. So the arena is heating up. Okay, it's a Swiss arena. So I guess let's see. Uh, there will be, I guess, a couple of kids who might finish 4 out of 4. But let's go. Let's see. The games has started. So this is a match between on the top of the table amongst the top 10 kids, Wind Boy versus Be Awesome Goal 22. That was an interesting name. Be Awesome. Yeah, be awesome kids. Always be awesome in class, be awesome to your coaches. We have some awesome coaches in the academy trying to do some fun activities. It's always being awesome in Bhaskar's classes, I guess. Yeah, Bhaskar.
Happy with the username because, sir, if you see, he has not written that name for himself. Whosoever will be reading that, no, he will be feeling about himself. Like if you read "Be Awesome," you're just saying to yourself. It's a kind of mirroring username. That's a very nice.
Be awesome. Also,
Yeah.
be awesome, then gold and 22. Okay. All right. So be awesome playing some awesome moves on the board. Actually, he has a better advantage in from the opening within 10 moves. But we saw like in the last position how
Little bit bad choice taking the queen back again. As in opening principles, we have been instructed not to play a single piece for too many times. Here, like B Awesome could have done in this pawn to b5 blocking and then developing his pieces. Once he's done with his bishop and knight undeveloped, those things are coming out, then he's having a good game. But
okay,
now
so
he's
there were some ideas b5, c6. Also, as he played right now, e3 the bishop. So he lost that pawn. So the kind of attack
so
that he could have
that
gotten,
he
the
shifted.
awesome attack that he could have gotten here. A little.
That's a good way of connecting.
All right. Awesome advantage that he could have gotten up from the opening. All right. So kids also, what actually this is also a challenge for us to teach, right? When you say don't move the queen out in the opening, right? So he moved the queen out. Okay. Then if the queen is getting attacked, you take back the queen, right? Put it on a safe square. Don't put it on a danger square, right? So this is a little bit of like a challenge for us also to explain to the kids what to do in such scenarios, right? because
Yeah.
what he did is actually correct in terms of principle, right? The queen was getting attacked, you take back the queen to a safer square. Okay, but spotting that b5 move, it can be a little difficult, but these are the learnings. B awesome gold is 782. Soon he will be 1,000 rated player, and these understanding develop with experience.
But
Okay,
basically,
so
sir,
that's why.
I think I will say up for this, like you said, yeah, sometimes we coaches became contradictory to our points. Like in while teaching opening fundamentals, we'll say never develop your queen
Uh,
early. Rather than
right.
sometime we'll say why haven't you bought the queen when it's required. So basically, thing is, sir, it's not about the rules to follow. It's about like with your experience and maturity, you should know when and how to break the rules. That's the thing that kids, that's the difference between the higher rated and the little lower rated. So yeah, that's how it goes.
All right. So, kids, play as many games as you can, play as many tournaments as you can, play more USCF tournaments, play some tournaments in your school, play something offline, because the more chess you play, the more you learn. That's why.
Correct.
Also, remember a fact, it's not about winning or losing, it's about learning.
Here,
Okay.
white, we got a pawn advantage. That was nice of Karthik. I told you, sir, he's a smart kid.
Okay. Karthik Gola showcasing why he's 1971. Okay. Okay.
He has got a good opponent too. Well, there's a risky move though. Knight e5 will come, maybe. Okay, this taking the pawn.
No,
Okay,
knight
now
e5 would have been a blunder. The queen would have gone.
no, sir. Like white would be playing the knight to
Oh,
e5.
sorry. I thought knight tap. Okay. Knight e5.
Well, now it's more advantageous for white actually.
Also,
Black won't be able to
Karthik Kola finding all these tactics so quickly. That is
so
very
quickly.
impressive. That's
Yeah.
very impressive. Because last game also when we saw, he was at 9 minutes on the clock. He had already got a very good position out of the
Unless he gets a
opening.
really
Like,
tough opponent, you will see his time clock won't be tickling. Like he will never be under time pressure unless he has got a good opponent. So that's what Karthikola is.
okay, all right. Some impressive things for Karthik Kola. Shout out to his coach. If you know Bhaskar sir, his coach. Shout out to him. All right. And shout out to you also taking some guest lectures for him. Excellent. All right. Okay. So Karthik Kola seems like he is an excellent player, and he with the rating difference of 800 points here, it seems like he should be able to, unless and until he makes a major blunder. All right. And the opponent is always under time pressure. So unless and until that, I don't see. He offers a queen trade, piece
Immediately
exchanges.
you
He
get
has a
you start extending the common stuff. That's what the chess rule. So simple. The time he got the extra minor piece, now he's offering the exchange. And this exchange is not only one, like indirectly, when he will capture that, knight to c6 will be forcing another exchange. So here, black should, if black want to exchange perfectly, then yeah, that's a good choice. Black did here right now. Only one piece would be exchanged.
attacking the queen now, but can he go bishop d5?
This is one thing many kids do. Well, I suggest many kids not to. First of all, we should think about our own safety. When we are safe, then we should go for attacking. Like when we are unsafe, we should not never plan the attacking. Like this is called as counter attack. When you are under attack, in order to in your defense, what we do is we attack back. But for that, we must have a good plan to execute. Now here, the way black is trying to come back, well, still one extra bishop with Karthikola.
All right, let's switch on to the next game. Let's quickly go to the next game. There are many games. There are many kids who are on 2-on-2. Okay, Varun Sant and Wind Boy. The game has got over already. Okay, let's go. All right, so yes. Okay, this was the game that we saw earlier. Let's jump to the next one.
It's I think it's from the
Let's
previous one.
jump to the ongoing game. Yeah, that was from the previous round, I guess. Okay. So this we have seen for the first time. B Med Hunch versus Tanish Satish Kumar. We saw one of the games of Tanish.
Yeah, he won in the
Uh,
last. Just maybe the first game he has lost. Well, same thing, sir. Like you can see, The development is the main issue.
Yes, black pieces are all crumbled up towards the corner. So we can't. Okay, now he brings the knight out, I guess. Okay. Also, let's look at the chat for a second. Is something exciting happening in the chat? Let me just check. Meanwhile, Bhaskar, you can check out the position.
Yes, sir.
Okay, a lot of things that happens in chat. Okay, sorry guys, we started a bit late. Okay, all right. Kevin says Bhaskar, sir is my favorite. Okay, Bhaskar, Kevin, I guess one of your students. Okay, I've
Yeah.
learned chess from Bhaskar sir and Siddharth sir. Okay, all right. Kevin, lovely for you to join
Thank you
with
so much,
us.
Kevin.
Bhaskar, any comment?
Maybe I think, sir, it's like it's his parents' username of YouTube, maybe a mail ID,
Okay.
because I don't remember Kevin. Maybe he's somebody using the other name. If we can have the real name, I can remember. I don't forget my students' names, sir.
Okay. Kevin, let us know your name in the comments.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for putting up your support.
All right, chat, you have been lovely. We have another lovely coach, always there, Tushar Sharma. Shout out to Tushar Sharma, always joining our streams, being very proactive, helping us out in any way that we can. Also, shout out to Ritesh, who has been handling the software for the commentary behind the scenes. You can't see him here on the camera, but he has been doing a tremendous job handling
The
everything. So,
backbone
all the
of
setup.
Yes, sir. The backbone of stream going on. Special thanks to Ritesh, sir.
Yes. Okay, coming back to the games. Okay, so we met Hunch. Okay, so that's a bishop fork. All
Exactly, sir.
right. For the people
Another
joining us, another. Okay, so would you like to explain fork for the audiences?
So fork basically, if I say in terms of chess, when we see one of our piece who is attacking more than one piece of the opponent at the same time, we say it as fork. But while explaining the kids, I have a different way of saying them. Like we have a fork. I say, have you heard fork before? The kids say, yes, sir. We hear it every day in the dining table. So I say that
Yes.
what do you observe? What's the basic difference between a fork and a normal spoon? So they say that four things come out like four things. I say that how can you use it in different ways? So what I say is like let's say a little cherry. Let's say a little cherry. How many cherries you can hold with a tablespoon? They said we can take a one or two like at the same time. And I say now use a fork to get as many cherries as you can. So smart kids reply very fast. Like so we can start inserting cherry in each of the line of the fork. So at a time we can have more cherries with the fork. So that's what exactly happens in chess. Basically, with one piece, we can attack so many different pieces of the opponent, and opponent cannot save them all at once. So that's what a fork is.
All right. Excellent and all an analogy. Also, guys, spoon and a fork. Fork has multiple spikes. So when a piece attacks, multiple spikes going on. All right. And yeah, all right. Literal definitions coming into the terms. All right. In exciting ways. So that's how for the parents joining in, that's how our coaches are trying to make chess fun, exciting. Okay. And if you have like the commentary, if you find the commentary has been exciting or a little bit of fun till now, don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to our channel, show us some love. Okay, all right, let's jump. Kartik Kola leading 3, Wind Boy leading 3, Blizzard Boy 3, a lot of kids on 3. Okay, let's see who finishes up on 4 out of 4. I guess they have already, the third round is still going on. Let's jump to one of the games which is still going on. Bimit Shah versus Tanish, we were seeing. Let's jump to the next game. Okay, so this one, smart break. Okay, this we have seen this game. All right.
Yes.
Let's go to smart brain. Okay, cool academy kid versus RF Chauhan 9. Okay, it
That's a
shows
nice.
black cool academy kid. Yeah, PC is a cool academy, and the kid is also cool who has joined us in the academy. And Araf Chauhan is also a cool kid who is along with us. So shout out to both the kids. Okay. And here, black is trying to exchange the queen. White is thinking a lot. White has very less time. I guess white should just simply follow the rules. Check captures threat. Go for queen b5 check. Play it fast, I guess.
That's nice.
Don't
Very good.
exchange queens
Now
here.
we get the
Oh,
example.
sorry.
Yes, sir. So like now we just now discussed 4, and we can see here white can have it. Well, he chose to have a simple extra piece of the
This is
opponent
also
hand.
a decent move. Queen captures on e4. All right.
Both
So,
of them are lagging behind when, like the development of pieces. That's a really issue with the kids. Like,
uh,
it takes time
but
though. We can blame them. It takes time though. Sometimes, like developing the pieces in time. I have a like. I used to say the kids. I would like to say it here once again. Like that's a rule of 10 move rule. I say to the kids. While we are
okay,
discussing opening principles, the first 3 points I used to teach the kids is control the center, develop the 4 minor pieces, and go for castling. These three. Whatever happens in the all over the earth, you go for these 3 things first. And that should be done in the first 10 moves of the game. Whatever happens, even if we're playing with the greatest pair, okay, the ever in chess, you're playing with Bobby Fischer, sir, maybe you're playing with Magnus Carlsen, doesn't matter. These 3 things should be done in the first 10 moves. So that gives, so like once the kid is bounded by a rule, like I have to do it, whatever the player is, whatever the rating is, doesn't matter. So if the kid is able to do these 3 points in the first 10 moves, no, he has done 40% beautiful development in the game. He has a good entry to the game. What happens is when we do a little mistake in the opening, it gives a hint or a vibe to the opponent that he is not that much, confident in opening. He is weak in opening. So opponent can press and hammer on the weakness. So we should not never showcase our weakness in front of our opponent. So that's a very important thing. I like this 10 move rule, like to develop all the things in the first 10 moves. Then you settle down, take some time, plan your game, execute.
okay. Bhaskar sir, for the audience, can we just repeat the three rules again? This time a little bit slower. Let's break down. First one was controlling the center, right?
Yeah. First point
Sec
is we should try to control the center. You bring up with the knight, we bring up with the pawn, doesn't matter. Your first move should be controlling the center. Then you contribute the next moves for developing all the 4 minor pieces, both the bishops, both the knights. We should contribute for that. Once we are done with this, you will see a space for your king, which can be taken to more safe room that we can say it as in chess castling. So controlling the centers, developing 4 minor pieces, and castling the king. So these 3 things are the most important, breakfast of chess, you can say, sir. This is the breakfast of chess. You should do this for,
Correct.
if your breakfast is good, you're going to get a good lunch too.
Kids, wake up, follow these three rules, play one game, then go to school. All right. So,
Yeah,
breakfast of chess, wise words. Okay. Tanish versus Bimit Shah. B med hunch. Okay. Sorry if I'm pronouncing pronunciation. It's a different kind of a name
I
or
think, sir, it's
ID.
Medhansh.
And
B
sorry,
Medhansh. Maybe. It's B Medhansh, maybe.
B Medhanch. Okay. All right. Are B Medhanch and B Awesome Gold in the same class? They came, came up
Maybe
with
they are
this.
brothers.
Possible siblings. Okay. But shout out to Tanish. Tanish is somehow, we have seen from a long time, he has been a piece down, but he's somehow holding this game for a long time. So, this is one of the things that I also tell my kids, even if you're losing, doesn't matter. You play till the end. You try to
Exactly.
hold. Okay. We saw in the last game, the queen game, when we were discussing the positions. The queen was lost and the opponent resigned.
So
Kids
basically,
resigning is not
uh,
cool.
yeah. Like, so thing is, many kids have this notion in their mind that losing means we are just giving up. So these two are completely two different things. And that's the biggest task of the coaches to teach the kids, mentor them that giving up and losing the game are completely two different things. If you are maybe you have lost a queen, maybe your opponent has queen, rook, knight, bishop, everything in extra, but still you keep on playing means there is a chance the opponent may do a stalemate. Well, I have a beautiful, a tremendous number of examples where the opponent is having 3 queens, 5 queens, and that's end up in a stalemate. So there it is. So after all, opponent is a human being. They can also do some mistake with little bit excitement or happiness or whatever it is, time pressure, what can be. But resigning the game, no, sir, it's giving up. It's like you are giving up. You don't want to fight anymore. The fighting spirit goes down. And when you do it in repeated manner, it actually gives you a little notion that I'm not that much. So that thing coaches must work out so that even if the kid is losing, no matter, you should be happy. First of all, the coaches to teach how to be happy when you lose a game, because everybody is happy and enjoy the win. They celebrate. First of all, we should teach, and we should also accept the loss, that it's not a loss. So there is a beautiful saying by I can't, to be honest, I can't remember the name of the person who said this. He has said, he's a grandmaster only. In one of his book, he has written that in chess, either I win or I learn. I never lose. In chess, either I win or I learn.
It's a very famous quote. Also, like it comes up whenever you are playing. All right, we are on a different platform right now. If on a different platform, whenever you're joining an arena, there are some interesting quotes coming up when you're playing. All right, so also this quote is very famous. You see it everywhere. In chess, either I win or either I learn. I never lose. This very famous saying. All right, and a beautiful way to put up. Also, for the audiences or the parents who are tuning in, such an interesting take. Last time I had a co-commentator, Mr. Vaibhav Mishra. His ideology, his philosophy, he has a different way of explaining kids about the word fail. Okay, he takes the word fail, first attempt in learning. I love the abbreviation that he came up with, first attempt in learning. That's an awesome way. Now here we heard Bhaskar's thought. Bhaskar's thought was like summing up, like correct me if I'm wrong, but losing and fighting are two different things that we need to teach our kids when they're playing a game. Losing is okay, but fighting is more important till the end. And after you fight and then you lose, then you need to learn how to celebrate that.
Exactly.
Okay, very well put up. Some learnings for me also how to keep on the kids motivated. Some good learnings from expert coaches from our academy. And yeah, round 3 or 4 going on, last game of the round 3. And again, shout out to Tanish for keeping the fight going on.
This is what I like about
all
these
the kids. Yes, shout out to all the kids. Okay.
Exactly.
Keeping the fight going on. Okay. We don't mind sitting half an hour extra commentating on your games here. All right. But we love seeing the game. Tanish, see, earlier he entered with the rook. White should be a little more active right now. He's trying to go for the checkmate. He can maybe simplify the position, try to exchange the rook, push the pawns, and end the game. But all right, Tanish again prevented the ladder checkmate. Uh, Here, okay. Oh, sorry, not prevented, but got ladder checkmate because the ladder checkmate was threatened on both the sides of the board. So he had only one rook to prevent it from one side, but from the other side. Okay, let's quickly look at the standings. Okay, all right. Karthik Kola, Blizzard Boy, again, 5 kids, Wind Boy, we saw played some very interesting games. Hitesh Pulimi got a draw. Otherwise, he was also there. So 6 kids were there. Now it will be interesting. Out of these 5, I guess 3 or 2 might land up on the top. 4 out of 4. Okay, and for the audiences joining in, this is a Swiss format. Swiss format is a little bit different from the arena format. Swiss format has a fixed number of rounds. Arena, you can play as many games in a stipulated time. It can be 1 hour, 1.5 hour. All right. So okay, let's
Sir,
go
one
ahead.
thing I
Let's
would
see.
like to say, we should
Yes.
give a big applause for all the 55 players, those who are playing right now. Because, sir,
Yes.
right now in US, it's the Saturday weekend, and tomorrow is Sunday. But you see the craze of the kids. Instead of enjoying the weekends, they have got up and have their breakfast. No, I have to go for my USCF tournament. So that's the sir, the craziness about chess. I want to play. Let me play. I will no, no, I will not go outside. I will attend the USCF tournament. So these things, no, sir, this helps in motivating other kids, like how you should be focused, how should you be participating. Once you get into this circle, no, it just goes in a loop. Like the enjoyment goes in a loop.
All right. Very well put. Yes. Our other kids are motivations to the other kids to start joining the arenas, start playing on the weekends, start
Correct.
playing. Also, chess is fun, right? Chess has billions of possibilities, billions of moves. Chess is fun. It doesn't matter if you are a very strong player. It doesn't matter if you are still starting out in chess. Chess is fun for everyone. Okay, so excellent way putting out. So these 55 kids, there are multiple slots for the kids or for the parents who are tuning in. There are 3 slots for Saturday, there are 3 slots for Sunday. If your kid was not able to join this slot, there are other slots which your kid can join in. Ask your coaches, uh, check out the links. Okay, join the arenas, everyone. Play the USCF. USCF is the fun tournament. Okay, there are many more fun tournaments coming up. We have another PCA internal chess tournament coming up. There is a FIDE arena coming up next Saturday. We'll be streaming the FIDE arena, and we'll be seeing that also. Okay, thoughts about this game? Coming back to chess, Hitesh Pulimi. He just lost that half point in the last round. Let's see if he's able to get that. But Windboy has showcased some good resilience, good strength
Well,
throughout.
here in this one, sir, like if we talk in strategic way, because normally we know engines is completely, sir, they are a little bit tactical biased. They first of all show the points based on tactically who is more advantage. Here you can see, sir. Oh
Oh,
my God.
that's a
Big
blunder.
Brandon, my wind boy. He was leading with 3 points. How could he do this? It
Windboy could
happens.
have joined the leaders. There could have been possible 3 leaders of finishing 4-4. Windboy was one of the promising here. Windboy just blundered the rook, but the game is still not over. Windboy, we
Exactly.
have seen his resilience. He's played some excellent
He has
chess
a
till now.
comeback
We have
nature.
followed some of his, yeah, comeback king for today's today's chess tournament.
Correct.
Windboy, excellent name coined there. Here, yeah. See, now he doesn't exchange the pieces. Okay, he also might win the. No, he has to first prevent the backline checkmate, then maybe capture the e5 pawn. But black, yeah, black protects the e5 pawn, goes forward. Uh, Actually, Hitesh Pilimi was also on. Should have been on 3-3 last game. His opponent was able to hold him to a draw. We could not check out that game, but Hitesh was also one of the leaders. So out of 6 players who were on 3, Hitesh was the only one who was on 2.5. So I guess Hitesh is en route to end the tournament strong with 3.5, which is an excellent score out of 4 for these kids. And shout out to Hitesh, Windboy, both of them for playing some excellent chess. All right. As we see, okay, are the games over? Okay, let's jump to another game. Let's see Karthik Kola, the leader, what's happening with him. Alpha Zero is also amongst the leaders
Yeah, he was also
right
leading Sir
now.
Alpha Zero. Well, the username Alpha Zero is giving us a vibe of like he's in a mission or something.
All right. First time I'm seeing Karthik Kola under 9 minutes. Uh, and the opponent has more time. Atharva GS 12-9. Okay, giving a tough fight to Karthik Kola. Looks excellent. Karthik Kola maybe wants to go to an endgame with the bishop. That's a good choice, smart choice. But is okay. He captures knight into c5 first because there is a pin on the d5 pawn. So d captures on c4 is not possible right now. And what do you think about this position?
Well, sir, as far as I can remember, I guess we were watching this game and Kartikola was having a kind of advantage. But now it seems like mm, the game suggests
This is the last round. We did not go to Karthik Kola's round game in the last round.
maybe like I think okay, no. Maybe I'm
There was in
forgetting.
the
Maybe
previous round.
third round, like there was a piece
Yeah.
advantage, but yeah, so this is here like I can see Athab GS is giving a good fight against Kartikola. Right now, I would say in this way, well, yeah, the
He
pawn
chose
advantage
to go into the rook and pawn endgame. He's
white
relying
the
on the
extra
A passer.
yes.
Sorry.
So one thing here the white should be taking care of is well how to maintain the pushing frequency of both the pass pawns because they are not connected. That's the problematic thing. When the pawns are connected, no, you don't have to worry that much, because when the pawns are not connected, they are isolated. You need to use one of your minor or major piece, whosoever it is, to give a protection to the pawn. So that's, like you are using a higher resource to protect and safeguard a lower resource. But that's the potential asset of white. Both the pawns, they are future queens, we can say. But yes, now here got black little advantage. Rook in the 7th rank, dangerous. Well, I have been said as this: the 7th rank is the best friend of the rook. So we should never allow
that a blunder. Oh,
yes.
capture, check. He has to move. Now black is a piece up. Okay, Atharva GS, you were playing an excellent game. Atharva GS, you had to take some time to think a little bit here and not to go into that mistake. Okay. Now it's okay. Right. Okay. Some escapes should have been a draw, or white should have been a little bit better in this position. Okay. Well, somehow
long, sir. Like it's no doubt it's winning from black side, but Athav can still fight.
Practically, yes. With the okay, but the C pawn will be lost quickly. A pawn promoting it. Also, a good thing is both the pawns are going to promote on a white square, which is the opposite color of the dark square bishop. But as you see, black is marching with the king. It's
here actually Athar should not have taken his king, sir, because if you see logically, both the pawns of Athar are standing on white squares. So black cannot use his bishop to capture them. He needs to bring his king, right? So black is already in a plan to take his king. Here Athar should wait on the king side. When opponent's king will be out for capturing those 2 pawns, he can use his king to enter opponent's king side. Maybe he can dominate against, somehow if he managed to capture some of the king side pawns of the black.
Okay, Rook D. No, he misses it.
God, that's the biggest blunder in the whole.
D8, he could have won.
Oh my God, this again.
That's why in the end game you have to play it slow.
Both of them are having time, sir, but still
Rook D8 is a tactic.
That's a serious tactic, sir. It's a simple skewer, but it can change the bar it is showing right now.
Also, it changes the standings. No, both of them are at 3 points. One of them is going on the 4th point. Or if we see a draw, it can be 3.5. But that was a very important tactic, which Atharva, the way he's been playing from the start, Atharva should not have missed that. He was finding all the tactics. He's playing really good chess. But okay, what's the move here? Why is it showing white is still winning? Okay, well, because again rook c8 check. Now the king goes because the king can't enter the b file.
He's forced to come back to that place. He's forced to come back to the d file now. Again, the sure shot skewer is happening. Let's if Atharva sees
no, but that. This time Atharva will see it, and Karthik already saw it. Now he'll see it, and now he'll win the rook. And okay, and some turnaround, some turns around. Let's see if Karthik Kola also has a fighting spirit, so he will try to hold this game to a draw.
The thing is about Karthikola, you will see that, sir, he will not give up so easily. He will fight with this because right now it's
Atharva also went to a little bit of a worse position, but Atharva kept on. He found a resource to protect the.
I liked about his comeback. He trusted on his past pawns, and those past pawns only helped him to cut off the black's king such a way that he got the rook of the opponent. That was really nice of that.
All right, this was a very interesting game. Okay, let's jump to another game. A lot of time. There's still time for this game to go ahead. Let's go to a little lower rated games. Let's see what's happening there. Okay. All right. So okay. Shout out to YJ Kanna. Sorry if I'm again pronouncing, and Shri Gotham. Okay, both of them. All right, guys. You are starting out. It's 569, 633. Okay, it's in the arena. You have half point, 0 points. It's totally all right. Huge shout out for just playing, participating. That's a big deal. Okay, white king has marched into the center. Black is fully attacking the white king. Uh, let's see. White has to go back a little bit with the king. Try to always, guys. King safety is very important. King
Yes.
shouldn't be marching so much ahead. Okay, you should try to keep the king safe. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so black is still trying to attack, denies
Black
the queen
is going
exchange.
to lose his queen, sir. After queen b6, you can see king is either forced to d3. That will bring up the knight e5 fork, losing the white's queen, or else white will bring his queen to c5. Either ways, white is losing the queen. This is the problem of taking the king to
Sorry,
the
king
yes,
d3, and then you are saying,
knight to
oh,
e5, sir.
knight e5, knight to e5 4.
So this is
Okay,
the problem of taking the king to the center so soon. King is the
but
most precious.
but Sri Gautam did not wanted to take the king. Black forced him to take the king to the center.
Correct.
All right. So yeah, this is what I was thinking. Not knight e5, but naturally the first move that comes to the mind is knight into f2 because that's a
Yeah.
fork. That you are always the f2, g2, f7, g7 are the
Actually, no,
attacking squares.
the kid has been taught. If we talk about the base, the first checkmate variation the kid has been taught is the scholar's mate. Okay, so that fix you that creates a hole in the mind of f7 and f2 page over there. Okay, so anytime fork happens, no f2 and f7
Uh,
comes in.
Queen
Oh my
c8,
god, black
is
has
that a
really well.
checkmate?
Yeah, that's a checkmate. So
Oh
that's
no,
absolutely checkmate.
checkmate. But now white needs to first, its queen b2 is a check on the white king. So white king just needs to be careful that the next move can't be a check. And then that checkmate, I guess, is not avoidable. Can it be protected? Okay, the king can just simply come to d7 or d8, but then white has another few more tactics there where knight
So
to b5, some dangerous moves there.
king to f3 is a good option to play. I think that's the only option to play king
That's the
f3.
only move.
Here, black must see that he is under a very dangerous threat. If he's missing that, that will be really a good chance for white to take the game
One of the
immediately.
practical one of the practical moves that I can think of, what the kid should also be maybe thinking about if he spots the queen c8 checkmate is to maybe play a move like f5 or f6 to make a square for the king to run away. And
Well,
then,
putting a oh
okay,
my god,
that's a mistake, and queen c8 is a checkmate.
this blunder
And
passes.
yeah, Sri Gautam wasn't missing that. Congratulations to Sri Gautam for scoring his first victory throughout the 4 rounds. Being patient. See, kids, being patient in the USCF is also very important. All right, all the kids are really strong. Okay, so it might happen that you might not get a victory in the first week, second week, third week, fourth week, fifth week, sixth week. Keep playing. You learn from those weeks and then you find your victory. Okay. Sri Gautam kept on playing first round, second round, third round. Don't give up. Don't also exit from the tournament. Play for the entire 90 minutes. Play till the end. That's the key. Okay, let's jump to the other game. Let's jump to a new game quickly.
I think so that yeah, the S Ajay, that's a new. We haven't gone through their game. The S
Sujit Aluwala
Ajay,
and S. Vijay. Let's go to that game.
yes, we haven't touched them. They're also like 1100 versus 900.
All right. Also, parents, kids, if you want us to cover any of the games, let us know something. Let us know the names. Okay, we'll try to cover. We are trying to cover kids across the table. Okay, but we might miss out on some. Okay, we are trying our best to cover everyone. All right, sir. Thoughts about this position?
Well, right now we can see Sir B
Have
Medranch
we
is not.
switched to Sujit Alwala, Sajay? Uh,
Yeah.
B
So this one
Medhansh.
is leading anyway. Having a queen, having one extra minor piece, some many pawns in extra. That's completely black is dominating, and that's obvious. We can predict that black is winning this. So I think we should switch to S Ajay 123 Sujit.
Let's try to switch. Let's try to switch.
Yeah.
Mr. Magic from the back end. Can we switch to Sajay? Sujit Alwala versus Sajay. Yeah, we want to check out that game. Okay, all right. Let's do this. 2-2. This is so middle of the table match. 2 points for both the players. Both has almost an equal kind of rating, around a 200 points gap, but at this level, which is not much. Okay, black is clearly a piece up here, as we can see. Is there any chance for white to defend? How does white proceed here?
So
Always
here
the
the
tough questions to Bhaskar sir. Go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
Well, so here, as you mentioned, it's absolutely correct. Black is already having a way ahead of minor piece. He's having the extra thing. And the good part is, sir, for black, I'm saying, the knight is placed in a beautiful way. Now white should be worrying about the couple of checks he's coming. Like rook on e7, maybe offering exchange on e2, like that happened right now. Now black is having a complete control on the 7th rank. Rook f2 is a checkmate, I guess. That's absolute checkmate from black side. Checkmate in one move. Let's see black sees or not. Oh, he got
Okay.
it.
Also, kids watching the show, can you tell us the name of this checkmate? Let us know the name of the checkmate in the comments. The knight and a rook combining checkmate. What is it called? Okay. We'll leave that question open to the audience. Okay. Let's go ahead. Okay. Coming. We are back to this game. All right. Where black is trying to squeeze a win, but as we saw, B Medansh, B Medansh is giving a tough fight. Still holding on 18 seconds. He's trying to find a defense. He's trying to keep the b2 square protected. The All right. Magnus Carlsen says there's no fortress in chess.
Exactly, sir. Well said. Well said.
Okay, but he pushes the b3 pawn, allowing some tactics idea.
Well, here maybe black can simply not go after the pawn, bringing the rook to e2 rather will be, sir, giving a direct checkmate threat. So
Yes.
still up to them.
Rook e2 is, yeah, rook e1 also kind of good move. Still a little bit of complications here.
Thing is here, sir, like this is what happens. Here, black is winning through game, through time also. But still black is playing super fast like white. That's thing. You see here? This is a move to make white lose through his time, not to gain. This is a little
okay, not accurate chess, but yeah, of course. But 3 seconds, okay. 1 second, all right. Capture the pawn, okay. Still going on. Black should win this game, okay, but some risky chess here.
We should appreciate B Medan's efforts. Even after he's not giving up 3 seconds, 2 seconds, managing with just a 2 second of increment, you have to completely play the move through the mouse from here and there. That's really good. That's well done by B.
Yeah, shout out to B Medansh. Also some chances. Okay, now if that pawn would have been alive, okay, still like some chance. Okay, now the technique should be, it's very easy. Yeah, rook f6, rook is safe. Now keep pushing the h pawn, do the ladder checkmate. Okay, let's see if any other games are going on. Okay, B Medansh also offered a draw here, trying to declining a draw. All right. Okay. So we are almost towards the end of the arena. Okay. I guess this is the only last game left. All right. And we'll soon see a ladder checkmate. For the audiences who are joining in, ladder checkmate, you can do it on straight files, 2 pieces coming up, as you'll see, or on the ranks or on the sleeping lines. Oh, that's a free queen.
That happens with the quickness.
Now I guess Laser X won't do the mistake again. Again, he keeps the rook protected. He has one more pawn, so he can repeat the same thing. We'll see. All right. Ladder checkmate also requires, okay, B Medansh offers another draw, decline. All right, but still, Laser X has one more 3 minutes on the clock. Now he'll be super careful. Yeah, now you can do a sleeping ladder checkmate. Rook f4, queen g3, rook f2, queen g1. That's a simple checkmate. Yes, now it's simple. Shout out to Laser X. Laser XZ.
That was really
Laser
nice.
XZ. Yes, nice technique. Okay, so let's see. After with GS gives an upset in the last round, but he was playing very well. He found that excellent tactic of a skewer, and Karthik Kola with his beautiful display, dominating in the first 3 rounds. made a small error, and that's what chess about. But not to worry, Kartikola, we loved your games. All right, Atharva, Windboy played some excellent chess, and I guess Windboy, Pulimi. See, Hitesh Pulimi got a draw in the third round. He was also 2 out of 2. Then he became 2.5 out of the 6 players who were 3 on 3. He was the only one who was on 2.5. Last round, he won and finishes third. So a podium finish for Hitesh Pulimi. Nice fighting spirit. You fight till the end, play till the end. Don't give up hopes. 3.5. Two people having full scores. Atharva GS, Blizzard Boy 79. Some shout outs to good Wind Boy, good games there. Laser XZ. Be Awesome, nice name. Alpha Zero, also some good chess. So these were the top people, but other 50 kids also who were playing there. Some excellent fantastic chess that we have seen. Shout out to all the coaches of the Premier Chess Academy for doing such an exciting task for mentoring the kids in such a manner that showing us some beautiful techniques towards some beautiful endgame tactics, some beautiful opening ideas. Excellent. Bhaskar sir, what are your final thoughts?
Well, sir, first of all, the big congratulations to our two boys, onless champions. We can say the first one. Yeah, we can talk about the Buchholz thing, but still the 4 out of 4. It's not an easy task to maintain a onless championship. And the second, Hitesh Pulumi, unbeaten 3.5 out of 4. That's a good job. And the rest, specifically, I will say the one who got last, maybe haven't scored yet. Not to feel bad about anything. These are the practice sessions. These are the things. Those who have scored 1.50, it's absolutely a normal thing. Don't think that even we are talking about chess, we are talking about your games. We have also faced tournaments where we haven't scored. We have just attended like a vacation. So thing is all about how you manage yourself. Learn from your mistakes. That's the best thing. You can improve yourself, work on your mistakes, and see. The best part of the game is you are welcomed. I always say this, kids. I always welcome the kids to make mistakes. As many mistakes you want, please do it. Please do it. Only one rule you remember in your life, never to repeat the last mistake. That's the only rule you maintain, and keep on doing mistakes. It will help you to improve. And good luck, guys. You're all performing superb and fine. And the best thanks to our all the coaches for their efforts day and night. We can see a beautiful
Okay, guys, I guess we lost Bhaskar's audio here, I guess. All right. So, okay, guys, we lost Bhaskar towards the end. Okay, but nice summary from him. And we'll just end the stream here. And thanks for everyone joining in the chat. B4G Abhi, Siddharth will be proud of you joining in the chat. Thanks to Abhinandan Ganguly uh, for showcasing. Okay, so final thoughts, audiences. Like the stream, subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned. Some more exciting streams coming up in the future. We'll take a uh, we'll take taken off right now. Bye bye. See you in the next stream.